I love to be busy.
We're having fun. We're having a good time. I appreciate you guys. And so I'm trying to get into to the Christmas spirit a little bit, and it's really easy for me to do. I just kind of tap into it and I think about having a good time, and I think about appreciation. And I think that we really especially need to do that this year. This is a year where you guys need to really dig deep. You really need to dig deep and appreciate. And the more you appreciate, the more you're going to be happy, you know, I think I'm very lucky because I can see dead people on the other side, so I can actually talk to all my relatives that have passed on, and say, hey, what up? What you doing? What's happening in heaven? And give me something down here. And so these days, your loved ones on the other side are your big angels, and so this is a time where your people on the other side are really talking to you. Karen from, how you doing, girl? I see your dad. I really see your dad right now. I really do. You know, I'm looking and I can see him, and he tells me
Want to call to
he
Karen now,
says,
Barry?
yeah, let's talk to her because I see her dad. Her dad just popped in my head all of a sudden. I peeked up and I saw her on the screen. And
Okay.
hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Are you thinking? And so that's your dad. He sounds a lot like he's barking. No, he's not. He's like, no, but I see your father on the other side, and he just tells me he loves you. He's with you. He's holding your hand. He wants you to be okay. He's telling me to dig deep with your mom, and he's just telling me that. And he says, hug your sister. He says, hug her on one side and hit her in the head with a stick on the other. So I guess that, he wants you to be loving and sweet. And so with family members, hey, they're your family, guys. That's what you got. And so that's what you get dealt. And so sometimes it's hard to dig deep enough to be okay, through these holidays, because okay, I've got to sit through Thanksgiving dinner and I've got to grin and bear it. I mean, some of you guys have that going on, right? And so is it like that? What's going on with you, Karen? Because for some reason your dad popped in all of a sudden. I could see him on the other side.
My mom is like being distant, okay, towards me. And then toward my sister, it's like, oh, we're best friends over here, whatever, which I don't care. And my sister is being very, very strange, very kind of like, we don't want you here.
That's here's what I see. I think you got to out nice them.
Okay.
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 And so, when you have friends that are sickening nice.
Yeah.
And you're going, oh God, don't smile at me again. I want to kill you. Right. Anyway, you got to be kind of sickening nice.
Okay.
And I see if you do that, you're going to find you're going to get right on through this is what I see. But your dad from the other side is aware of that activity happening. And so I was kind of mentioning it a bit before you even told me. But he's like there, he's holding your hand. I felt your hand get real light right then. Your feet now are hot. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? And so, but our loved ones on the other side, guys, are so close in with us. I mean, they really are, and so realize that, and so it's okay to ask for help because from the other side, they can see you really clear. And when you meditate and you clear your energy, they can actually see you really clear, and it works that way. And so. Here, I'm just lighting you up. Your dad's laughing because he can see you clear, and yeah. And so now then you feel just particularly warm and fuzzy and good. See, different feeling. That's your father. That's not me doing that. That's your dad. He just moved in close to you. He says he's with you. He said he's with you, my child, my girl, my darling, he's calling you all kinds of sweet names. He was a sweet man, huh? Was he sweet?
Yeah, he was to me. He treated me differently than he treated my sister. Yeah. And I talk to him in the morning as if he's here. And I tell him about.
He said he is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, he says he is. Anyway, so he popped in. Anyway, hey, there you go. All right. Happy holidays. There we are. We're going to the holidays, guys. We're going down the stretch, going to the holidays. And so I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys got a bunch of crystals for me. A lot of you guys did. These things really do work. I'm having fun with them. And so, but this is a time where you got to be especially appreciative, and you do have to dig deep because some of you guys are going to be faced with family members that aren't going to be that much fun for the holidays, and it's just the way it works, and it works that way every year. And so, and some of you guys are going to be really excited because you get to be with your favorite people, which really could be your family. And so that's going to be exciting as well. So whichever way it flows, get through it, and you can get through it with appreciation. So tonight, I just want to talk about appreciating our loved ones on the other side a lot. And I want to kind of hook you up with them to where they can give you blessings and light and special stuff, and only they can do. And so I think of my loved ones on the other side, and so and my loved ones on the other side are among my favorite people, which is my mother. And for me, my dad was very difficult. And so, so I find myself not chatting with him quite as much as I do my mom, but realistically, when they get to the other side, they actually get to see the truth, whatever the truth is. They get to see the reality. And so many times what can be a family member that you had a hard time with, once they get to the other side, they get it. They really get it. And then they feel totally different about everything. And many times they feel different about you. And for you guys who had the blessing of having a wonderful family member like that's on the other side, like my mom, it's they're really there for you. And so you got a lot of big angels. And these days, I mean, I've been, I do radio shows all the time, of course. And so on the radio shows, I have so many people that are calling in because they got to see their dead, whoever, their relative, their best friend, their close-in family person, an old girlfriend, an old boyfriend, a husband, whoever is on the other side, a child. And so and I'm not trying to make you guys sad. I'm trying to make you guys realize that heaven is like a click away. It's not like some distant thing. It's actually very close in these days. The energy fields here on the planet Earth are really allowing your heaven to be close into you. And you can really have your heaven on earth in this dimension, which is what I want you to do. And I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff happening in the last week, which has been very, very interesting. Anyway, Dino, what are you doing? What's you and Michelle doing? What y'all up to?
Well, we're here with you, Gary. And
oh yeah, that's right.
Minnesota, it snowed. We got to see snow.
It is
26 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's like crazy cold. I went running outside and I ran back in. That's pretty boring.
Okay.
Yeah. I tell Judy, if I fall down in the snow, you won't find me. It was like, wow. Just here. He's gone. He poof. He's not there anymore. Anyway, so
that's funny.
And I got here, I was all excited. Because I got here and I get to wear coats, and I'm always excited about the coats, I get to wear. And so because I can get away with anything. And so I have all these great white, big, poofy fur coats, right? And I got here and Jared, my new assistant, forgot my coats and left them in North Carolina, right? And I'm like freezing to death. And I'm like, what is that? So anyway, so we mailed the coats. My coats caught up with me. I'm excited now. I'm back together. Anyway, the perils of being on the road. If that's the worst case scenario thing I got, I'm good.
Gary, we should take a picture of you in the snow with your coat. Because you have a good fur coat, right?
Yeah, you won't see me. Yeah,
that would be kind of cool though.
Yeah. That's funny.
I know Bella got to experience the snow for the first time.
Yeah, your dog was like all freaked out this morning. Dean goes in, he takes the dog out really early in the morning. I'm having coffee and he comes, in from downstairs and he's got the dog and he's, complaining, of course. And Bella went outside and she came back in and she goes, I don't know what that was. I don't know. I have no idea. But yesterday I had nice grass and today I have white stuff everywhere. And then it kind of melts and gets cold and wet.
Couldn't figure it out. She went to her spot and she couldn't figure it out. And she just kept looking at me like,
where'd my spot go?
No, something, but there's no grass here. What's going on? So she was so confused. So Judy, if you find dog poop in your house, I'm sorry.
I hate to say it, you could be the first, but
what are you saying? What are you saying?
It's okay. Carpets are cleanable.
Yeah. Well, there's like anyway, so she really was like, she didn't understand snow. Can you imagine here you are, you're a dog and you're trying to figure out what is that? I never saw that in Las Vegas. And so anyway, that's fun. Here we are. So we're talking about nothing. We're just having a great time. Absolutely not enlightening you guys a bit, but we're talking about, we're just talking about stuff, like just realize that appreciate, think about your loved ones on the other side. You'll find they'll show up. They'll get close in with you right now. I've seen this really happening so much with everybody in the last week. And so I'm so happy about that. That's beautiful. And so I want to talk to you guys tonight, and I want to talk to you about whatever you got going, try to fix you and get you some new spiritual gifts. It's really great because usually I have to clear, most of hell and part of heaven and everything on earth and everything in between here in Zion heaven. And then I get a God matrix that comes down and so this is really cool, a God matrix. And so this is really what you guys want to achieve right now. And so this morning I came, down, I started meditating and, and having like coffee and I'm looking out over this beautiful lake in Judy's house. And I'm sitting here and all of a sudden I see this God matrix just come down to me and go inside of me and go then around the whole world. And that was really wild. And what is a God matrix? A God matrix brings you your manifestations. And that's what that is. And so, and so I was like really, really excited. And so then I'm talking to my assistant, Jared, and I'm going to start a new segment on the show called Dumb Questions That Jared Asks. All right. So, because he always asks me really, really dumb questions. But out of these dumb questions, I mean, like he asked me the question, where does a God matrix come from? Right. And he's very Ohio. He's from Ohio. And so, he's like, where do God matrices come from? I'm like, God, right? Where do you think they come from? And so, but then he asked really good questions. How does a God matrix come about? How does that happen? Wow. Okay. And so sometimes, and my point is, guys, there's no dumb question. There's really no dumb questions, because out of dumb questions comes sometimes when you're asking your angels questions and you're asking God questions, sometimes the dumb questions will rattle the brilliant answers of understanding how it all works. And I've been on this quest my whole life just to figure out how it all works. And so once I figure out how something works, I tell you guys about it really quick. If I get a spiritual gift that does something magical and amazing, I try to get it to you guys as quick as I can. And then I hear these amazing results back, like, hey, this really worked. I'm like, yeah, And so, of course, Jared would ask the question, why does a spiritual gift work? And then I'll go into that, but then I'll find some brilliant thing at the some brilliant answer or something that I get from the angels or God at the end of the rainbow. So there's no dumb questions. Questions that are dumb sometimes rattle really amazing answers out of you, out of your angels, out of when you're talking to God or your loved ones on the other side. So don't be afraid of the dumb questions. Sometimes they do bring you brilliance. And so God, when I first saw a God matrix, and this was when I was sick with COVID and my dying experience in the hospital, it looks like that. And so a God matrix looks like a brilliant sunshine with very sharp rays, just like what's up on the screen right now. And this is what you guys want to get. You want to get these things, because these things bring your manifestations to you really quick. And if you want to know how this works, I asked God this question when I was going through my whole COVID dying thing. And once I realized I might actually continue to live, I'm like, God, I see these brilliant sunshines, and you call them God matrices, and they create instant manifestations of whatever you're thinking and whatever you're asking for. And so who wouldn't want one of those? Right. And so I'm like, how does that work? How do they come to being? God took me backstage and showed me how he makes them. How cool is that? And I forgot about it until Jared asked those dumb questions. So you see, and the rays look just like that. That's the best analogy of that I've seen of a God matrix. They look just like that. And every one of those little rays there, God puts each one of them in that center of light. And then he gives it to you, and it creates a perfect manifestation of what you're wanting your heaven to be here on earth. And these things are magical. And so you want to get that. And so right in the beginning of the show, I want you guys to ask for your God matrix. Okay. I want you to just say, dear God, angels, my loved ones on the other side, and anybody else that wants to give me some help, all my earth angels, whoever's hanging out around me that's an earth angel, live people that are bringing you this manifestation, please, God, give me my God matrices of manifesting my perfect heaven on earth. God, give me my perfect manifestation, God matrices for my heaven on earth here in the physical dimension. And so, and as you ask for this, they look like that. And then it rains these things. And so, and that's what they look like. Is that crazy? And so, but that'll bring it right to you. That's what my backyard looks like. And so, and there's my gift table. And so, but these just bring you in this crazy, amazing light. And I'd like to thank Niels. I think he made these, but these are God matrices. That's exactly what they look like. And he can see spiritually as well. Like all the people around me can see spiritually. Dean, Michelle, everyone, Judy. And so, and these matrices will just rain down on you. I want you to imagine this happening to you guys. And so as you imagine this, just in your mind's eye, and you just take that. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. And as you imagine this, you'll find it really does work. And now I want you to think of your best outcome of everything and your perfect heaven on earth, right here in your physical world where you live. And just say, thank you, God. And the more you appreciate, the more it'll come down to you. I see many of your family members, like helping these matrices come down. Jody Downhill, I saw your father. I've read you guys for years, like Jody, and I see your father bringing this down. Wally, I see a bunch of different family members that are going around and hanging out with you. Elizabeth Leeds, I see like two people. I don't know if that's a mom or dad, but I see an older lady, and that must be your mom and dad. And I don't know them, but I'm seeing all those people, And so James, I see your mom, and so, and James and Rachel, there we are. And I see with Rachel, I guess that's your grandmother. She's an older lady, but I can look and I see all these people that are showing up from the other side, And so this is really, really cool. There we are. I just see all this light and all these nice folks coming down. Makes me really high. Makes me feel warm in my throat and my face and my chest. Anyway, so now that you got your God matrices, think about what you're asking for. Think about your heaven on earth, what it would look like, and then build it in your imagination, build it in your head. And as you build it, you'll find that these matrices, it's really crazy. I saw 7 people yawn on the screen at one time. Angela and Liz, you feel yourself yawn? I saw you yawn, but I saw all these other people yawn exactly at the same moment. That was pretty freaky for me, because I got this giant screen of your faces. And so, and it's like, and I saw that. Anyway, that's kind of crazy. And so obviously when these God matrices come down, they make you a little relaxed and kind of sleepy. And so anyway, so there. So Angela, let me talk to you first. Can I do that? Angela and Liz, let me talk to you guys. Unmute yourself.
All right.
And
Angela and Liz. All right. Well, there you go.
What's up? What's up, Spivey gang?
Hey, what are you doing? How are you, girl?
It's Liz. My mom's here too.
Good.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Mom. How are you? I got to see you guys in person. I got to see you.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, we had a great time. We had a wonderful. Thank you guys for all coming out to the seminar last Sunday. That was great right here. I was live in Minnesota, live time, and I had a ball. I just had a
That was
big
awesome.
time. Wasn't that crazy? All we did was laugh and get spiritual gifts. it was just like, it was just fun. You guys were so much fun. So I had a ball. And so, and I can see all this light, and I see all these God matrices coming down. Could you see them raining down? I know you can see spiritually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd that look
Yeah,
like for you? Because
it just looks like, it does look like bright little suns, and they come down. Some of them are different colors. And some of them went straight into me, and some of them went like right into my hands. And then I was like throwing them like all around. It was like I was passing them out really fast.
Nice. And what were you manifesting? What was your thought?
A house. Because we just got some news about our house, and we just talked about that. Like, oh, I want a bigger house. And now it's like, oh, we really have to figure something out like fast.
Sometimes that's a blessing. I think it will be. I feel your arms are getting warm. See that?
They're like sweating.
Yeah. I see
like
you starting
something just landed in them.
Yeah, I see you starting to sweat. And see, sometimes when you get news that you got to make a change, then the matrices kick in for you. And that's what just happened right then. I see them glowing. And so they're the one that's glowing is sort of purple gold, and it's just really glowing. And so you'll see that you'll find your perfect house. Okay. Yeah. It'll just show up. And your feet got hot. Feel it?
Yeah. Yep. Especially my right one. My right one started sweating before the left one.
Okay, let me tell you what that means, guys. Anytime that happens where one foot gets warm before the other, that means that God put you on your golden path. It's up to you to make the next step. And then when you make the next step, your other foot will get hot, and then you're in the zone. But he's already led you to your golden path. So that's what that amounts to. So, okay, good.
Okay.
Good. I just wanted to say hi. Thank you.
Hello,
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
It was so good seeing you guys.
That was fun, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a great time. It was great. It was really good. Yeah, it looks like that. There's your golden diamond path.
Judy.
You always want to ask God for that. Dear God, please give me my golden diamond path.
Diamonds.
Yeah.
Golden diamond.
Yeah. Diamonds work. There we go. Hey, Michelle, who we doing? Who we talking to?
Gosh, Gary, thank you. And thank you, Liz and Angela. It's always good to see you. Beautiful girl. We got quite a few people that want to talk to some people on the other side, Gary. So let's start with Barb Titus.
Barb, unmute yourself.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hi.
Hold on, I screwed up. I messed up Gary. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Sorry about that, Gary.
Can you?
Put you back on Spotlight. But we can hear you, Barb.
Okay. I lost my son 2 years ago, and
So sorry.
you told me that he's on the beach. Can he talk to me?
And I told you he was on the beach before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He still is. He's got his feet in the water. And I see the wave washing over his feet, and he's sitting there, right? It's where the wave is, where the wave goes up and goes back. And so he tells me to let you know just how happy he is. So he's incredibly happy. He loves you a lot. He comes to you. Do you dream about him, or do you feel him in your head?
I talk to him all.
Okay. Well, he says that's really him. You talk to him all the time. That's what you just said. Yeah. And so, well, he says that's really him. He just wants you to know.
I see a cardinal in the yard all the time.
He's laughing. He said he comes to you when you see it. He's like, yes, that makes sense. But he's just holding your hand now. If you'll notice, your hand got a little warm. Feel that?
Yeah.
That's him. That's him holding your hand. And he says, let her know how much I love her, and tell her to not blame herself for anything ever. And he tells me to tell you, nothing's your fault. He's just really, but he's blissful where he is. He's happy in his heaven. He says they spoil him, believe it or not, over there. And so,
that's good.
But he's giving you, which is really, this is very interesting for me, because this is something new, guys. He's throwing a God matrix down to you. God just handed him like one of those matrices, and he's throwing it down to you, and it went down to your head, to your heart, to your hands. Now look how warm you got. It's crazy feeling. Feel that?
It's really hot.
Yeah, really hot.
I had to make the choice to turn off life support on him.
He said he's good with that. He was already gone, but he's telling me to tell you that he's now going to throw you down gifts. This is a brand new thing. I hadn't seen people on the other side, our loved ones. I hadn't seen them throwing down these matrices. So these are God matrices, and he's throwing it straight down to you. Notice how your head got dizzy right then a little bit. Could you feel that? Yeah, you had all your dimensions are going the correct way, bringing all the good stuff into you and throwing all the bad stuff out of you. And that's what's happening right now. Good luck with that. He says he loves you. He said he loves you. Yeah, he heard you. He loves you a lot. He's got a little dog with him. Who's the dog?
That was my dog. She died. He died in November, and she died a year later in December, the day after Christmas.
Well, he's got the dog with him, and he holds it up so you're happy. He said, "Don't worry, we're good." That's cool. All right. Good luck, honey.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Love you.
Hey, love you back. You're beautiful. He said he loves you. Oh, you told me you love me too. I love you too. That's funny. Even the dog loves me. The dog just licked me. I felt the side of my face get warm. That was weird. Anyway, yeah. So that's cool. Our pets are on the other side too. They're loving on us big time. It's good. Who we got, guys? Who we talking to? Who we talking to?
Can we get Peter Lopez? He'd like to talk to his daughter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Hey.
I can see your daughter on the other side, and I see her, and she tells me to tell you that she loves you, that she learned. She's telling me she got to learn lessons on the other side. Sometimes people get to learn lessons in between lives, and so she said that she learned a lot. She wished she would have known before, like when she was here.
Right.
She said that you would really like her now. She realizes how much you always loved her and love her, but she said you would like her. So, and she's being kind of funny and fun.
Okay.
But very different. And she's riding in a really fancy car. I don't know what this thing is.
All right.
I see her riding in a fancy car.
Yeah.
And so
that's good.
So, yeah. So she's having,
because last time she gave me a gift of peace, so that's nice, and I appreciate that from her.
Well, she's just telling you, she's just telling you how much she loves you. She's giving you the gift she's giving you and she's giving you one now, which is a white box. And the white box is to replace a black box of fear and anger. That sometimes can be embedded really, really deep in our hearts and soul. And this one's around your heart. See, you got a little dizzy right then. I felt your head get dizzy. And so was she just putting it around your heart, and it brings you in just perfect God intentions.
Okay.
And so there we go. That feels, feel how good that feels? That's crazy. I'm empathing you, and I can feel it, and it feels beautiful. She tells me, and she just says she loves you. She loves you. Tell him I love him. She's real sweet.
Well, she was the one that had my back.
Yeah, well, she loves you very much, and so she's got beautiful eyes, and I just see her. She's pretty, and so very pretty, and so she's blowing you a big kiss. She said she wants you to tell everybody how much she cares about them. You know, so it's so crazy how close our family members are in. I've read your daughter from the other side before, but I hadn't seen her this close in before. So this is a whole different thing. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's perfect. She gives you a hug and kiss.
Yeah, thank you.
Side of your cheek got warm. I felt it. Interesting, right?
But she looked like me.
She does look like she does.
Yeah, she was my mini me.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah. Now I felt warm there.
Yeah, she's very attractive. Anyway, so there we go.
And so that was the message for me. Is that's the blessing for me, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be on my path. I wouldn't be talking to you today right now. So I appreciate her. She
said she knew some things. She's laughing. She says she said she knew some things, and she says now she knows more. She's letting me know that she's happy. And she tells me she's happy when you come and visit me. So when you come to the retreats and come to the place in North Carolina, she's always happy. She likes it. She says she likes it there. That's what she's showing me. And she shows me, it's really interesting. I see beautiful gardens where she is. And so it's very, very pretty in the gardens. That's what I see. Anyway, I could go on forever. She loves you.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mia.
buddy. Thank you. It's
Thank
so
you,
cool.
Peter.
When I talk to people on the other side, it's kind of like I get really high from it. I get this wonderful high feeling, and I get to experience the euphoric, I'm like almost utopia feeling that they have. And so all of your loved ones on the other side, if you think about them now and just imagine them throwing you down these God matrices, I had no idea that was going to happen tonight. I had no idea. I've never seen it before. But they're actually giving you all kinds of different gifts. And so good to know they're that close in. And this is a very different thing. It has to do with these dimensions shifting around and the energy's changing. So who are we talking to, guys?
Thank you, Gary. So Gail Greenwood and Chelsea both want to talk to someone on the other side.
Gail Greenwood. There's
Yeah.
Gail. All right, Gail, unmute yourself, please.
Thank you. Hey, Gail. Hey, Chelsea.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey. And so you guys got some really cool crystals.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Now, who do you want to talk to on the other side?
I would like to talk to my son. I haven't heard anything from him in 20 years.
Okay. What's his name?
I always called him Josh. And he'd always say, "Hey, Mom," or "Hi, Mom." And I go, "Hey, Josh."
Let me see where he is. I got him. He's sitting on it looks like a bench, like a little bench. And I got a sense that he pops in and out of transition, is what I see. And he's in a beautiful part of heaven. I've seen this only really a few times. Okay. But he's in a beautiful part of heaven that would look like the redwood forest. It's absolutely beautiful, and so did he like it outside? Do you know?
He died right before he was born.
Oh, okay. That's the reason he was half in transition and half out of transition. Okay. I couldn't understand because I said I only saw this. I'm being honest, I've never seen this but a few times. And so, but he's in it's almost like he's in the enchanted forest, right? It's very pretty. It's very beautiful. And so he's almost half angel, half human kind of thing. And so he's letting me know that you're an angel on earth, which I know you work with the homeless, and I believe you are an angel on earth. I really, truly believe that and see that. And in your actions, and he says that sometimes angels on earth need help. And he's your helper. And now this makes more sense to me, because when I saw where he was, I only saw this a few times. I only saw this vision a few times with all of the thousands of people I talked to. They're dead, people on the other side. But he's in this beautiful, it almost looks like somewhere between like tree spirits and Alice in Wonderland. It's really kind of a crazy dimension, but that's where angels many times hang out. And so, but he tells me he's with you all the time. He appreciates you. He loves you, and he helps you with your light, so you have enough, is what he's telling me. And when he said that, your hands got really pretty warm. Feel that?
Yeah.
It was like a big giant flush of light that went through you. So, and I see him behind you. He's got big giant wings. He looks a little bit like the phoenix rising. He's giving you a ball of light. He's giving you a spiritual gift of a heavenly ball of light, which is a white heaven orb. And he just now put it inside your head and inside your chest, and he just threw it into you. You got dizzy, and so feel how that feels. That's crazy feel. What does that feel like? Tell everybody what that feels like.
I could feel it coming through, and it just like rocks me.
Right.
Rocking, trying to stand still and everything. And it just like, I feel like I'm just going like this.
Right. And so, well, you are. And so, but that's what I felt it when it went into you, and it pushed me back a bit. And so, because I was empathing you, and it suddenly came down to you. And so that's a big, beautiful white heaven orb. And this is a gift you guys can get. This would be a really cool gift to make sure you got the heaven on earth, the heaven on earth orb. And it's a white heaven orb. A white one is a God consciousness orb. And so just pull that, bring that down, and you can piggyback off of Gail's gift, and you'll find that this will come down to you. There we go. And it just feels really good. Feel how your chest got really warm, Gail? You got warm in your chest.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, there we are. And I see Chelsea getting it too. So there we go. Good. Perfect. That's your daughter. Perfect.
She looks like my daughter, but she's good friends.
Oh, good. Yeah, she feels like you guys are so connected, like family. So there we go. Perfect. Well, good luck. I love you. That's what a white heaven orb looks like. And you guys can ask for one from heaven right now. You'll find, because I see it raining them down. A lot of times when a person gets a spiritual gift, you can get a spiritual gift. You get the same one if you want it, or one especially for you. That's the way it works. All the gifts seem to be tailored particularly for what your needs are. And so that was cool. That was really cool. That was something I hadn't experienced before, by the way, only a few times.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, something for you.
I would like to ask my grandpa about why I should go with my mom.
Okay. And she would like to ask her grandpa, and tell me again. I'm sorry.
What I should do with my mom?
What you should do with your mom? He said, love her. That's all he said. He just said, love her. And so there's the answer. And that's all he said. He must have been a man of few words, because he just given me a short answer. He was, yeah. And so he loves you, he says. There we go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Chelsea. Hey, thanks. That's cool. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. That was beautiful. That's really, really cool. I love seeing things I hadn't seen before, or I love seeing things I only saw a few times. And so, because when you see them, you're seeing something many times. I don't tell you, when I read an answer for you, I'm not reading an answer that I heard last week or something, or the reading before you. When I tell you an answer, it's an answer I truly see. And most of the time when I read an answer, I've seen this many times before. Every now and then I'll see something I hadn't seen but a few times. And I saw this beautiful forest, magical dimension, where she, her child was really special, really special. So it kind of lets me know what that whole dimension's all about. Anyway, as we go, we learn as we go. Who are we talking to, Michelle?
Thank you, Gary. Sorry, we were on mute. Can we go to Brian Webb, please? Brian Webb also wants to.
Okay, Brian, unmute yourself.
Hey,
Hello,
Brian.
Gary.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey,
Michelle.
buddy.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, guys. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I know this is a couple weeks ago. I missed from family events, but I just wanted to let you know, Gary, I love you, Gary. I love you.
Oh, good. I love you back.
Hopefully that came through as authentic, because
it did.
Hey, quick question, Gary. I'm here with my wife, Arlene. Her family, cousins, they lost Arlene's uncle. Mary Beth here is with me, her father. We just had the funeral yesterday, and Uncle Gino, or their dad Gino, went fast, and we were just wondering if there's any way to connect and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, as I see, that was her. Oh, I got feedback. You may have to turn something down. There we are. Oh, good. Yeah, it went away then. When I look at her, it's her dad, correct? And so, yeah, and so I see him on the other side, and he's kicking his heels up. He's dancing. He said his feet and his legs are good, and so he's having fun on his other side. And so, did he have an issue with his feet or his legs at the end? What's he talking about? What's he saying? Because
that was that was my dad. My dad might be coming through again, Gary, because you helped me with my dad before. That might be my dad. Her dad, Uncle Gino, Navy, career Navy guy. And
no, you're right. I was talking to your dad. Well, since I'm talking to your dad, let me talk to him for a minute.
Yeah. I would love to talk to my dad. I miss him every
Well, he's
day.
giving you. Well, your dad's giving you. He's just kicking. He's the one kicking his legs up, his feet up, and but he's handing you down. He's giving you a golden brain.
Oh God!
And so it's but he's giving you a spiritual gift of a golden brain, and you just take it and kind of imagine it and pull it into your head, there. And he tells me to tell you he loves you, and he's doing really good even in spite of himself. And so yeah, because he tends to think, yeah, it looks like that. It's a golden brain. A golden brain gives you a universal consciousness where you can actually understand everything. And so, every time that I get ready to do a radio show or a TV thing or something, where I got to know something really fast, God will hand me the gift of a golden brain. And so, but he gave you the gift of this golden brain. And so, and then I see her dad, and he says he feels good. He breathes easy, and he points to his chest. So I don't know if he had, what happened here, but he's like saying he's all good now. And
he had lung cancer.
Okay.
He had lung cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So he points to his chest and says he's all good now, and he seems to be very happy that he is all good. And he says he loves you, loves her, and he said, "Let them all know I went to heaven, believe it or not." He's like he's kind of making jokes, and he said he gets everything now. He's with an old lady over there. I don't know if that's his mother or who it is, but it's an old
sister.
Yeah, and his sister, Auntie Nana. Yeah, that's Arlene's mom.
That's my mom.
That's the way we had hoped that they would connect.
Well, he's laughing, and he's saying that she runs heaven now.
That's not nice.
Yeah, he's talking junk about her, that she runs the show. Of course she does. And so she was a bit of a I don't know. She just ran things, I guess, in her head or whatever.
Yes, you've talked to us before about her, Gary. Yes. She's yes, she's
very strong-willed woman. She says, "Yeah, don't you forget it." And she shook her fist at you. She said, "Don't you forget it." And so they're all really, really good. I see her, and she actually gives you guys crowns, and he gives you guys crowns. And so both of them are throwing you down crowns, which crowns you in a higher dimension. So when you meditate or when you pray or when you do whatever you do, you'll find you actually go up to like a higher space in heaven. And then I see her father giving her a brand new heart. And so he just threw you down a spiritual gift of a brand new heart. And so this is so you don't have any pain, and you just feel light. And so there, now you notice her feet got warm, I think, right then. And so you felt that, right? And so there we go. And so, but he's great. He's great. They're all good over there. They're having a big party in heaven. And they appreciate you guys. They said they can see you clear. They can say, I hear this a lot, but since I clear, when I'm talking to you, I'm clearing your energy off and everything. And so, but now they gave you these gifts, and they got this conduit of light opened up between you and them. They're up in heaven, you're down here, but now they say they can see you clearer. And so this is when you guys meditate, and you ask your angels and ask God for spiritual gifts, you'll find then your loved ones on the other side can see you clearer. And so all of your loved ones are talking about how clear they see you now. So there you are. You're all connected. Good.
That's
good.
Wonderful, Gary. Thank you so much for the peace that you bring.
Hey,
really
thank you guys.
It.
Thank you guys. Thanks for the love. Thank you. See you soon. Big
Thank
kisses.
you, Brian. Thank
Big
you,
kisses.
Arlene, all of you.
Yay, big kisses.
I
They're
love
great.
them.
They're great.
So awesome.
Great. Yeah, I want to hang out.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with those guys. That's good. Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to, guys?
Let's go to Edwina next. Edwina, I know you're driving. Are you going to be safe to pull over?
Come on, Edwina.
Go, Edwina. I want to unmute her.
Yeah, don't wreck, girl. What you doing?
Oh, now she got a figure.
Okay, wait. Or let's go back to Edwina. Let's go to Victoria. Let's go to Victoria
we'll
first.
Come back to you.
And pull somewhere safe. Don't pull anywhere.
Pull over somewhere safe. We'll get you.
Yeah, don't be like,
Okay, Victoria, we'll get to you first real quick.
Victoria. Okay, there she is. All right.
Hello.
Victoria.
Oh, there you go. Hey, girl. Hey, what's happening? What's your question? What's happening?
Hi. Oh, thank you for your time and your help.
Glad.
I want to know how my mom and dad are doing, and if they have any messages for me.
Which one was the one who bitched?
Well, I have a lot of family members that passed, but you mean just my mom and dad?
Yeah.
Probably my mother.
Okay. I was going to let you say it because I didn't want to say it. But anyway, your dad says, believe it or not, she quit bitching. And so I think that's kind of funny. And so he's like just making jokes. He was kind of a pragmatic, funny guy, very practical, right? And he's like, he knew that heaven had to make a lot more sense than earth. And he seems to be very happy in his heaven. He tells me to tell you he loves you and he appreciates you, and he's giving you it's kind of cool. He's handing you a harp, and this is a spiritual gift of a harp. And so reach up and get it. And guys, this will bring you joy and happiness and light. And so just reach and grab the harp, pull it down. It's an angelic harp, and put it in your chest. There we go. And you can even pull it out now and play it. And when you play the harp, it brings joy and happiness. And now I can hear all you guys playing your harp. And so, but this is a very special spiritual gift. He just wanted you to have joy and happiness. Yeah. And he says, he made a joke about your mom. He says they gave her 3 of them. And so goes, she had a hard time feeling joy. That's what he's saying. Like she would, right?
Yes.
While she was alive, she just was stuck. And so a lot of times you can be stuck, you can be blocked. And then when you get to heaven, you tend to look and go, what was I thinking? And so, but that's what it's like when you're here on the planet Earth, because you get a lot of demons that mess you up and all that, and blocks and emotional blocks and traumas and stuff, right? But anyway, your mom seems to be quite happy over there, and your dad said she quit bitching. So there we go. Perfect.
That's a quick. When you see finances better for my husband?
I do, actually. He's got some couple of new things he's doing, which are going to really work for him. I feel good, and it feels great through the holidays, whatever that means. And so, yeah. Okay. So there we go. Thank you. Thank you. Your loved ones are blowing you big kisses. Tell them you love them. They'll hear you.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Yeah, I miss them a lot.
Yeah, they love you. I see them just pouring all kinds of love down to you. And they gave you a spiritual gift. Sometimes you get this gift, and it's a whole pitcher of holy water. And this is sort of a rainbow holy water, and they're pouring it over your whole house. And so this is a really cool gift. I'm actually feeling great from this spiritual gift. And so I'm pouring it over the house where I'm at right now. And I'm just over at Judy's. Judy, I'm healing your house. And so there we go. Wow, that feels really good. That makes me happy.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, your dad said they dipped her in it when she got here. So there we are. Anyway, that's so cool. That makes me smile, makes me feel joy. That's a cool gift. I like that gift. That was good. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank your parents. I'm making friends with all kinds of dead people tonight, Dino. I'm making buddies with these dead folks.
You're on a roll. That's cool.
Maybe you should start a business talking to them.
I know.
You think?
Yeah.
You think I should do this?
I think you should truly think about changing professions and doing it for real.
All right, we're gonna talk to dead people. All right, I like dead people. The reason I like dead people is because actually they get it. I mean, all they had to do is die, and then they quit being human, and they realize. Then you get it. Then you kind of go, That's what that is. That's how that works. Oh my God, I was a real idiot. Okay, you see, and so I think it's kind of cool from the other side. I think so. Anyway, hey Dan, what up? Hey, Dan, I did a reading with Dan yesterday or whatever.
I got Dan on my list too. But let's go back to Edwina real quick since she pulled over.
All right, Edwina, you're a mess, girl. Where are you? What you doing?
I love y'all so much. You know, I'm in Vegas. I drive Lyft. So I actually had a client in the car. I pulled over like, hey, they called me.
I can barely see you. I can really barely see you. There you go. There we are.
Yeah, that's better.
Because now you're going to get robbed in the car, but it's all right.
No way. I got my God matrices everywhere. They better go.
Oh, there we go. So what's your question? What's your question? What's your question? Who you want to talk to?
Well, I want to talk to Roy in 2 weeks on Thanksgiving Day. It'll be a year, but I'm really worried about Rochelle because I go to court Monday. And what do you see for me and Rochelle? And I love Roy too. I miss him too. But
well, what I see, I see Roy on the other side, and I knew Roy. We all knew Roy, and I see him on the other side, and he's giving you a sack of gold, which is money. Okay.
Thank you, God, I need.
And so take the sack of gold, reach up and really grab it, mean it, and grab. There you go. Okay, now then pull it down to you, put it in your chest. There we go. Now I see it raining gold coins, which means you'll be luckier with money. Whenever you get a sack of gold from the other side, this grounds you in this energy of money. And so all you guys want to ask for your sack of gold. There you go. And you'll see golden coins coming down. It looks like that. It just rains golden coins. And so there we go.
That too.
You saw it in your head. You can see it.
Yes, I saw bricks. I saw like gold bricks. I saw coins everywhere. And I felt just that's amazing.
Okay, now you're getting really warm. Your legs are warm. Your feet are warm. Yes. And see, when you share your spiritual gifts, you'll find your spiritual gifts get more real in this dimension of the heaven on earth in the physical. So that means you'll end up with gold in the physical. And so that's how that works. And so there we go. Now you're looking good. Now your legs are, notice how your legs are getting warmer, higher. Now they're up to your hips. You see, you can feel that. And now you're feeling it up to your belly. And this is as your car feels full of gold coins. And I just see gold coins. Now went over your head. Now look how you feel crazy good. See?
Oh
yeah. And with your daughter, I hear one sentence. That's all I'm going to say. Let her go on her path so she comes back to yours. So she's going to be on her path. There's not much you can do about it because I see her going through her troubles. However, the troubles will sort her out and then she'll straighten up. So that's what I see. So there you go. There we go, honey. Lots of love to you. I love you. I love you. Roy says he loves you. Yeah, Roy says he can do you some good from over there. He says so he said treat him nice, think good thoughts.
I have to be, but he's right. Tell him I'm sorry. He's right.
He heard you.
Mad at him.
Yeah, you're pissed off because you died. Okay, there we are. So,
I
know. Well, don't be mad at him. He's good. He's sending you some gold and everybody. That's good. I saw everybody getting hooked up. That was good. Boy, my head got really light right there.
I'm sharing, baby. I'm sharing.
I know you are. I love you. You be good, okay?
I love you so much, Gary. Michelle D. Man, I love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
Church. God, we all come back. I gotta come see you. Okay. God bless y'all so much.
I'll see you soon, Edwina. You drive careful.
I feel amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I can feel it.
Yes, I love her. Aww.
If I was her, I'd drive straight to a casino and play the slot machine.
All that gold.
I'm serious.
Go Edwina.
That was a crazy gift. That was a crazy gift. Made you high on your head. Anyway, there's a oh, Roy told me thank you. I said, you're welcome.
Oh,
yeah, that's
love
fun.
you, Roy.
Yeah, that's cool. Who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Matthew and Alyssa. We just saw them today.
Oh, neat.
Thank you guys for coming to see us. We did some sparkle. So thank you guys. It was so good to see you. And they're coming to the holiday retreat.
Oh, good. Oh, you guys are coming to the holiday retreat.
Oh, we got a few.
Perfect. Yay. Oh, good. Oh, I got an echo still. Look at me. How do I get rid of this echo? Anyway, so well, I appreciate you guys so much. And what's your question?
Okay, so I have a question, Gary. I am wondering if my mother, if the woman who raised her, which she was adopted, her name's Marilyn, I'm wondering if she was able to pass into heaven and if she has any messages that I can relay to my mom from her.
Did they have a hard time understanding each other?
Yeah.
Because she relays a message saying, I'm so sorry that I didn't get you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Okay. And it's interesting because me and my mom were just talking about her a couple of weeks ago. So I think that my mom never really got any like closure. So I think this will be helpful. Thank you.
She give you a big hug, says she loves you.
Tell her I love her too.
Yeah. And she said you didn't do bad with a man. She likes him.
Yes. So do I.
Yeah. Grandma's a Rolling Stone. Grandma thinks he's hot. She does. That's funny. Was she a hoot?
Yeah, she was pretty funny. She was a model for Sears and some other companies. So she was good, but she really suffered from mental illness later in life. So but yeah, I remember having a lot of really good memories with her from my younger years.
That's good.
So, yeah.
There we go. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Love you.
Oh, that's good. So we get to spend the holidays with those guys. Yeah.
Yes. They're so much fun. They're gonna be here.
They bring in a lot of joy. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So for you guys, you got to come and check out the holiday retreat. You got that little thing we can throw up and you can see here. So we're doing a holiday retreat, and I'm just so excited. I'm really, really excited to do that. And I've kind of always wanted to, because I love having Christmas parties. I love having, I like doing crazy things. So that we decorated a little bit for Christmas. What do you think? And so, but I think that, it's so important to bring in light, bring in joy, and with appreciation these days, your loved ones from the other side will really help you out, like what's happening now. And so we're going to be doing a whole lot of that at this holiday retreat, and to where people get to where they have real relationships with their loved ones on the other side, and have real relationships with their angels on the other side. And so all you got to do is 702-822-0548. That's Michelle's cell phone. 702-822-0548, and call Michelle at GarySpivey.com, or call the office 800-827-GARY, support at GarySpivey.com. And you can also get the virtual retreat. And with the virtual retreat, a lot of people really love this because you get to watch it on your own time. And so, but we get to hang out with some really cool people, like these guys we just talked to, Matthew. And tell me her name again. I got to get it in my head. Alyssa and Matthew. There we go.
Yes, Alyssa and Matthew.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I got to see you the other day. They were over when we were doing the seminar here live in Minnesota. And you got to hang out with them today. So that's cool.
Yeah. It's going to be your birthday weekend too at the holiday retreat. So we're going to celebrate the holidays early and your birthday.
That's right. That'll be fun.
We'll have and Tyler's birthday.
Oh, that's right.
Tyler's birthday.
On the same day.
Yep.
Right. That's good.
Ooh, party.
So Tyler came with us to Minnesota. He don't know much about cold weather. I don't know if he's ever seen snow before, but it snowed today, and he was like a bit freaked out with the whole concept. He's from South Carolina, actually, and so that was kind of crazy. Tyler had fun though. He's had fun. Who are we talking to, guys?
Well, Dan's been hanging out with Tyler a lot, so let's get Dan Proel real quick. And Dan also got to experience your retreat previously for his first time. Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Oh my gosh, it's weird that you were talking about talking to dead people this morning or today, because I went to visit my grandparents at their graves today.
Oh,
Wow.
It's
Wow.
wild.
Well, I see your grandfather and when I see your grandmother, but I see them. Your grandfather felt the respect, and he said that he feels, such a beautiful light. He calls it light of respect from you, and he's talking, and I see him holding hands with your grandmother, and he said he got to live his heaven on earth when he was here, and he wants you to do the same thing. And he's holding her hand in heaven, and he's with her in heaven as well, he said. And
Yeah,
so,
and I saw all that today, and one of the biggest things that I thought back was when my son Tyler was born, what I wanted to name him, and my grandmother put her foot down and said, "No way." And so that's how Tyler got his name, because we had changed names. Actually, he's named after Steven Tyler. But I wanted to name him Wolfgang, but my grandmother said no.
and so that's your grandfather's name is Wolfgang, right?
No. I wanted to name Tyler Wolfgang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
So,
And so, well, I see them, they're holding hands, but they just say they love you. And where were they from?
Oh, my grandpa was 100% Irish, and my grandmother was from Norway.
I see sauerkraut. And so I see them with somebody, and they're eating sauerkraut. They're eating kraut, weirdly,
They liked it.
Oh, okay. They ate that because and so usually that's a German thing, but they're showing me they're living in their heaven. In their heaven, they have really good food, and so I don't know if they must have had really good food here, because they're showing me their heaven has amazing food.
Oh yeah, Grandma was a great cook.
Yeah, they did homemade stuff. And so, I asked them, I said, "What are y'all doing?" They said, "We're making sauerkraut." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. So that's fun.
Yeah, looking forward to the retreat, and yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we will have a great time, as we always do. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Enjoyed you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
It was good seeing you.
Yeah. And so, I think the holidays is just, so many times these days, guys, we're not really experiencing holidays like we need to, because we're always, with all the whole COVID thing and what we've been through, we're waiting for the next shoe to drop, kind of, everybody's a little bit hung in that space. And we just got to get through all that in our heads and in our hearts, and just have fun. Go back to just having some fun, having some fun, have a good time, have a great meal, laugh, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy your people on the other side. Get that vibe going again. All the things that we know how to do. We got to work on that. We got to really, really work on it a little bit, and get that light all turned back up again. Who we talking to?
And speaking of fun, we had Rana and Nadine that also came to the last retreat. They were supposed to come to this one, but let's go to them real quick too.
Hey.
Hey, Rana. Hey, Nadine. Beautiful girls.
Hi. How are you?
Good. So what's going on? Who you guys want to talk to? What are you doing? What's happening? What's your question?
I actually had a real quick question. There's someone I know, his initials are RC. His dad has cancer and he's currently in the hospital. So I was hoping you could heal him so he could at least get out of the hospital and then be cancer free as well, please.
I see him. Well, a minute ago, we got the spiritual gift of this picture of holy water, and it looks like rainbow holy water. And I see a picture. It looks like really looks like a picture of blue holy water, and I see it being poured down over his head, maybe by his mother or a grandmother, older lady. And so that's happening to him. Feel how warm your feet are getting?
I feel really hot in my face too. Like my whole body just got really
whole body, right? many times I've seen this blue holy water and blue light heal cancer. And that's, of course, that's my belief, because then the people get better, miraculously many times. But that's the gift. The gift is a blue light, kind of holy water, and it washes the dark energy out of your physical body. And so hopefully that does him some good. I think he's very programmed that he's going to die. I think the doctors have unfortunately done a good job at making him think he is going to die. Right.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, tell me, I tried healing him and I saw a lot of skeletons and I cleared the skeletons.
That's big.
Yeah. So did I actually clear them?
You did.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I remembered when you said skeletons, somebody's gonna die. So I'm just like trying to get rid of them. And like, I just met this guy too. So his father just got diagnosed with cancer. So like, I don't know much of what's going on, but that's all I know. So I was like, I tried to get an appointment with you this week, but you were booked up. So I was like, at least let me get on tapping in and like get this squared away.
Yeah, feel your arms are warm. See?
Yeah. I'm like sweating.
Yeah, his are too. His are too. You did him a lot of good. Beautiful. That's what you do. Use your spiritual gifts to heal yourself, but to heal other people, and you'll find that they get more enhanced and you get more gifts. And that's how heaven sorts it out. Anyway, as we become, you always want to ask, and all you guys should ask for your earth angels. Ask, you guys do it now. Say, God, give me my earth angels, please.
Give me my earth angels, please.
There we go. And I just see people showing up. I see that. And then you want to say, God, allow me to be an earth angel.
God, please allow me to be an earth angel.
There you go. Now your feet got really warm. See? Yeah. And so it's good to be an earth angel, and it's also good to have earth angels. It works like that. So good luck. I love you guys. All right. I'll see you at the retreat one way or the other, either virtually or in person.
Virtually.
All right.
Last minute,
that's perfect.
We can't show up, but at least we'll be there somewhere.
That's perfect.
Yay. Thank you.
Right.
Well, we miss you. Love you, girls.
Michelle, love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
That's so cool.
Oh, I love them too.
They're sweet. It's like everybody feels like family. Aren't we getting more and more family like? You know? So lucky to have such a beautiful family as you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Who are we talking to?
Thank you. Can we go to Terry's iPad too? Terry Mahoney, who also has a very important. I have so many people.
Terry's iPad. Terry, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, my girl.
Good to see you at the holiday retreat too.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you guys.
What are you cooking? You got to cook something. You got to cook something. What's it?
I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Yeah, we got to cook something. What's a Christmas thing you would cook? What's a Christmas thing you would cook? Anything.
You know what I like? I like broccoli, garlic, and pine nuts.
Really?
Oh, it's so good.
I can taste what you're tasting. That's really delicious.
It's so good. So I'd love to make that.
You got to make a big one of those, okay?
I think we should also do a gift exchange.
Okay.
All of us spend $25 and get a gift. Oh, it'd be so fun.
Okay.
Maybe 40.
Yeah, like the white elephant. You can do that. White elephant.
Is a white elephant a joke? I don't want to do a joke.
No. Okay, let's just do a gift exchange.
Okay, everybody has to come up. That's a great idea. We can come up with ideas and figure out how we can do all those. That's perfect.
It'll be fun. Right. Good idea, Terry.
And if worst comes to worst, we can always buy crystals and give them to each other.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, we have a few.
Yes.
Oh,
so
that's perfect.
My brother passed away, and he's a Sagittarius too. What an amazing guy he is. And his daughter had a baby. She's 6 weeks old. He's a little boy. I've never met him. I only get to see him on Facebook right now. So I want to know, one, does my brother want me to tell my sister-in-law anything? She has a broken heart. My brother was the love of her life. And then his daughter has 2 babies, and my brother was like a big kid that never really grew up anyway. So just want to know how he's doing.
He tells me to tell you that his head is good.
Yeah, he had brain cancer. He had glioblastoma.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay. I didn't know what he was talking about, but he said it's all good.
Yeah.
He's like, he said he thought he was a goner until he was gone, and then he got better. he's making kind of a joke about the ridiculousness of when you die and go to the other side, and then everything's back together again, and you're normal. And he's talking about his head being all good again, because he was like, "Oh my God, this really is weird." And with the brain, he had brain cancer. That's what he had.
Yeah. Glioblastoma.
Okay.
Worst brain cancer ever.
Yeah, and so he was like he's happy over there. He said he's talking about he was a joker. He says now because he tells me to tell you he has the best brain cancer ever. It's not there. Yeah. So he's really quite happy with his lack of, and so brain cancer. But he says tell everybody I love them in spite of them. And he said in spite of him as well, so that's his way of apologizing, I think.
Yeah.
And so he said he realizes that he wasn't always easy.
No.
And he said, but he was sure fun. And
yes,
so
he was. He was a little stubborn.
Yeah. Well, he tells me he loves you.
Yeah,
he tells me how much. He says, tell her I love her. She knows
he
it.
wakes me up. He was a big pot smoker. So I look at the clock at 4:20 and I know it's him, and wake me up in the middle of the night at 4:20. I finally told him, dude, I need to sleep. Call me during the day.
Yeah. And for you guys who don't smoke pot, 420 is the rolling papers thing, right? That's the number. Is it? Is that? Yeah. I think that's where it came from. I think that's where it came from.
I know it represents weed.
It represents weed. And so, but he's like, he's laughing and he goes, and he goes, I got you. He's like laughing. Right. So he's very happy on the other side. And he says he's got new shoes.
New shoes.
Yeah. So whatever that means, he's got new shoes. And he says, he says they're golden. No, he's
doing whatever the hell he wants.
He's doing what he wants, but he's actually throwing down a pair of golden shoes for you.
Oh.
And so this is his spiritual gift to give you. And so he says he got it, and he's being all cocky. He says he got it from God. He does this, right? And so, his angels, he threw you down golden shoes. And this means you're on your golden path. And
I'll tell you a funny story. When he was dying, he was an atheist or an agnostic. I don't even know.
He goes, not anymore.
Oh, I know. And before he passed away, he called me up. He says, I can't believe you didn't tell me. I said, what, Scott? And he says, God answers my prayers faster than my kids return a text. So that really meant a lot to me before he passed away, that he had that connection.
He says it means a lot to him that it meant a lot to you.
Yeah.
And so he loves you very much. And he
says, what about my sister-in-law?
Well, he says he met God. He says, I met God. And so, but take your golden shoes. Notice your feet are warming up and they're clammy now.
They are, and they're always cold.
Yeah. And so everybody else can get these golden slippers if you want them. And so just imagine a pair of golden slippers coming down and say, thank you, God. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry's brother. And so there we go. That feels really
warmed up my whole body from the tip of my toe to the top of my head.
Yeah. Those are really shiny golden shoes. That's how I see them. He's laughing and he says he'll be in touch. So there. Thank you, girl. Thank you.
I love you guys.
Hey, love you back. See you at the retreat. See you at the retreat, December 1st. December 1st through the 4th, you guys. Come and join us at our holiday retreat. And it's going to be fun, and Terry's going to cook broccoli. There. With pine nuts and garlic.
There you go.
It sounds really
It's
good.
all going to be fun. Yeah. We love her. She's always so much fun.
Just a joy to be with. Who are we talking to, guys? Who are we talking to?
Gary, can we get Rosie Stambeck on, please? Thank you, Rosie, for being patient. Appreciate you.
Is it just in a rose?
I got it right here. Hey, Rosie, go ahead and unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey, what's your question? Who do you want to talk to? What's going on?
I was wondering if you could see like how my marriage, my relationship with my husband.
Oh, okay. It's okay. So you want to talk about your relationship with your husband. Who's on the other side? Who's the lady on the other side? You would say a guy, but who are you close to that's on the other side?
My grandma.
Okay. And so she nodded her head. What's her name?
I have two. It's Dorothy or Violet.
Which one was the one that would get up in your business if she had a chance?
Dorothy.
Okay, that's who I got. Okay. And so she's giving you a big staff. Reach and grab it. She's giving you a spiritual gift from the other side, and it clears away dark energies. It's actually a torch. Reach and get it. Okay. Reach your hand up and get it. There we go. Okay. Now then you got it. Okay. Now clear around your head. Clear around your head. Clear around your heart. Take it and clear your heart. Okay. Now clear is that your husband you're talking about?
Yeah.
Clear him. Clear around him. He looks like he's got black rock on his head. There we go. In his heart. And there all the way down. There we go. Good. Now look how you feel now. Dizzy. See? A little lighter.
Yeah.
Feel that? Okay.
Yeah.
Your grandma gave you the gift to clear relationships with. That's a really big deal. And she says, she's making jokes. And she said, thank you. You got to tell grandma thank you.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah. She'd get in your face, right? That's how she
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Well, she's doing the same thing now. She tells me to tell you she loves you. And she said, if that don't work, take the staff and hit him in the head with it. So she's just being cute. She's being cute, but she really is around you very much in spirit. She's aware of your issues. And I see all of the darkness clearing off of your world. And so that was a pretty powerful gift. I'm going to ask her to give me that gift. That's good. And all you guys should say, give me the gift of that staff. It's a rainbow staff, and this gets rid of all the darkness around relationships. That's a big one. That's a big gift. Thank you, Grandma. What's her name? Dorothy? Dorothy. Yeah. Grandma Dorothy. Thank you, Grandma Dorothy. That's good. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a good gift. Now I think I see things getting much brighter and lighter. They told me to tell you to be patient.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what they told me. They told me to tell you to be patient and forgiving. And I see things brightening up in the next few days. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I see. Good luck, honey. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, you feel light. Feel it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I see you sweating. All right. Thanks. That was crazy. That was a good one. That was a good gift. That was a really good gift. Who don't need a staff to help relationships with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. That's
thank you, Rosie, and her grandma Dorothy. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, boy, the more you clear yourself with that thing, it feels really, really good.
Yeah.
There. Perfect. Who we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Can we get Jody Downhill on there, please? Miss Jody Downhill.
Yeah.
Thank you for being patient, Jody.
Jody, unmute yourself, please.
Hey, Jody.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. We got you.
Here
Hey,
we
girl.
go.
Oh,
Hey,
you know, it's
sorry.
really crazy. When I was talking to this person about their animal earlier, and I saw all that, I saw all your animals show up. And so they were like all over the place. And so I know you lost a lot of pets in the last little while, and you also lost your horsey, you know. And so, but I just see you really, really bright all around. And I saw your father, because every time I see your father, I see this beautiful silver hair, you know, because at 90 some years old, he had this beautiful head of hair. And so anyway, so I see all this spiritual activity around you. And I think a lot of that just comes from all the losses that I see that you went through in the last little while. But anyway, I don't know, that may have nothing to do with your question. I'm just telling you what I thought.
I mean, I wanted you to clear the trauma, because I mean, I hate to always be upset about stuff when I'm on here. I'm not the happy person, and you know, you guys pick happy people, but it's literally, I worked 2 months to try to save my baby, and unfortunately, she was being fed bad hay, And
this is her horse. This is your horse.
yeah, my pony. She was 3.5 years old, and last Wednesday I was supposed to speak with you, and you called for a second, and I just arrived at the equine hospital because she was having problems walking, and she'd been having problems walking for a couple of weeks, and they took an X-ray, and part of a spinous process in her spine had been eaten away, more than likely from a fungal infection from the bad hay. It gotten into her system, and I've sent off biopsies and things like that afterwards. And on Sunday, I wanted to spend a few days with her, which I did, and she seemed happy and was glad that I was there. And I put her to sleep myself last Sunday, and I've been doing okay. But you know, I just wanted you to remove the trauma because it's,
okay,
you know, it shouldn't have happened. She was 3.5.
Yeah,
I mean, I got everyone else out of that same place, so no one else would get sick. But it's awful. It's just awful.
You know, honey, I'm sorry you go through it. Let me just peel it away. A lot of times traumas look like, and it's really crazy because I see all of your animals giving you like a bunch of spiritual gifts. I see, you know, this is where I got Boopers from, my little white dog, and I see I got this from Jody. Jody's a veterinarian. She had a lot of these crazy, amazing little dogs, and so that are little angels. And so, but I see a lot of your dogs around you showing up that you've bred and that you had with you. And I see your dogs, and a lot of times people aren't aware of this, can also be angels, just like people. And I see them throwing down all these different spiritual gifts. And so, but I see Pepe, I guess it looks like he's pulling away, it looks like black ropes from your heart. And so, and this is getting rid of the traumas. And I saw them, and I was about to get rid of them, and then I see your animals pulling these little dark cords off of you, which is magical for me to see this. And so in there, and I feel your feet and your head getting lighter, everything getting much, much brighter as I'm helping your animals clear you. It's really neat because your little pony now is like a little Pegasus. And so that's the reason I think you felt so much love for this pony, was because it really, just like you can have your earth angels, you can have your earth animals, and that are your angels too, your earth angel animals.
She was very, very sweet and very special. And Melissa talked with her, Kennedy, a little bit, and said she had a high squeaky voice, and that, you know, she really didn't want to go, but you know, like she was never going to be okay at all. And so it was nice to spend some evenings with her, and she went peacefully. And then I was able to, you know, do some biopsies on her spine, and we don't have the results yet, but I know what it is. I mean, there's no question.
Well, I see
it's just so sad because I mean, I could have had her till she could have been my last horse that I had. You know
well, what I see is I see a heart. It's kind of wild because I see a heart in her mouth, and she put it in your chest. And so I just see that. And so I see all these different spiritual gifts coming down. I see your father giving you a hug. And I usually
he got us started into horses, and he loved horses, and I was the only one that's kept with it and had horses at his house, and so he just loved the horses.
Oh, okay, because that makes a lot of sense then. And I just see all this light coming down to you, and then I see you going really, really bright, and I see all these rainbow colors around you. And so I feel like that you'll be okay, and they're okay. When maybe you're okay knowing they're okay, but I see them being really good where they are. And I see them projecting all this healing light to you. So beautiful. There we are.
I've been doing okay. It was just hard, you know, I really wanted to talk to you and have been able to talk to you.
Well, there we go. Thank
you so much.
Thanks, honey. I love you.
Love you too.
There we go. Oh, there's Boopers. There's a picture of Boopers.
Thank you, Jody. Oh, Boopy.
Thank you.
There we are. Yeah, Boopers looks like it. I think she had a bath there. Or maybe, Michelle, you gave her a haircut. She looks like a little rat.
That's right.
I have one more little white one that I'll hold and show you.
Hey, I love it. I
like
love it.
a great grandchild or something.
Oh,
I'll go
you.
get him. So you
Oh,
can see him.
cool.
Super sweet.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. I
you,
love you a lot.
Jody.
Thank you,
Hang in
Michelle.
there, girl. Hang in there. There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
Jody, are you going to the holiday retreat too? I thought.
Yep. I don't have any family really.
Awesome. Well, we're your
Yeah.
family. We're your
I know.
family.
I know. I did
Yeah.
it. I did all holidays for my dad. And
Oh, you
and
did.
they
That's
all
true.
came to my dad's house, and so everyone else is,
Well, if you come
elsewhere.
over, we'll talk to your dad a lot. And so
Very
there
good.
you go.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. I love
Thank
you,
you so
girl.
much,
Jody.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's the taco. I was like, what am I doing here?
Taco's is what your Michelle's dog's great child,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So that's like
That's my
actually,
grandson.
yeah, you
Yeah.
started that one too. That's
Aw.
Booper's nephew,
Aw.
Taco. That's funny.
Exactly. Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.
Thank you,
You're
Jody.
welcome. Thanks, Jody. Take care.
Thanks, honey. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. We're gonna eat ourselves to death. I can feel it. I can feel holidays. You know, in the holidays, you always eat good food. And so I can't wait. I'm gonna be cooking up some Christmassy stuff. So who we talking to?
Good,
Who we
good,
talking to,
good.
guys?
Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Sabrina and Alyssa. Please and thank you. Sabrina and Alyssa.
Mute yourself.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, ladies.
Hey guys, how are you? You guys are great. You got this
So
high little vibe going.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
You feel that?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been having a lot of sleeping problems and a lot of night terrors,
Okay.
and I don't necessarily know why I'm having them, and I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of shooting stars.
So I'm going to tell you why. This girl is high vibration. Her vibration is high. It's not like everything has a vibration, but this one is like has a high vibration for some reason.
Well, you know, you're sort of sometimes born with it, you know, and then you just kind of are that person. And when I look at you, I see the angel Michael as well as I see an old lady. I would assume the old lady is a grandmother or great grandmother. And so, but who would that be? Or no, maybe this is an auntie. And so who is that?
My aunt passed away when I was a junior in high school, and she takes care of me all the time, like from the
She
heavens.
does. And so you even know that. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she was touching me earlier, and my face got red.
Oh yeah. Well,
So let me tell you something else that's weird. So last night there was something in the backyard, and I had to call my aunt to send Michael here to make it go away. And that's funny that you actually said that because yeah. So,
yeah, I saw, you know, you took the words out of my mouth because I saw the angel Michael around you guys too. And so see, you guys are sort of living the reality of spiritual, you see, because you're aware of your auntie that I'm seeing and I'm aware of. I saw the angel Michael and so you're talking to Michael all the time.
Yeah.
And so that's really how cool, you know? And so it's really good where you can actually see the energy, the light, experience the beings from the other side. And this is a lot of what the holiday retreat is about that I'm doing. So you guys should, you know, come live if you can in North Carolina. And so we got that, Dean, we can throw up. And so there, Judy, you know, but it's if you come to the holiday retreat, I'll show you guys how to see, how to hear, how to talk to your loved ones on the other side, how to get in touch with the angels that you're close to and the angels that are close to you, how to get a lot of gifts from God and be in touch with your higher selves. And so if you get a chance, come and yell at us at the spiritual retreat or virtually, either way, you know. But as I look around you guys, I'm clearing away the night terrors and stuff, which will be really good. Anyway, what's Dean doing in my hairdo? Anyway, 702-822.
Can I ask you
Yeah, you notice he's not here? That's because he's in the picture.
Barry, can I ask you one important thing? So my oldest son is an aerospace engineer, and he has a lot of demons. And I tried to clear it the other day.
He's very angry. He's got a bunch of black boxes.
Very angry.
Very.
And I
mad about
tried
everything.
to clear him, and it screwed me up.
Ask your angel Michael for the gift to clear the anger boxes off of him.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just do it now. Just ask.
Okay.
Angel Michael.
Angel Michael.
Please give me the spiritual gift to clear the anger boxes off my son.
Spiritual gift to clear Cain's demons. Yes.
Yeah, and just take the sword. There you go. He gave you a sword, and he also gave you one of those things you swing around with a chain. I don't know what they're called, but this thing, yeah, it was all. No, it's one of those old things you'd see back in the day in the castles and the knights and stuff.
Yes.
Whatever that thing is, the ball. And so, but anyway, I saw. It's been a while since I saw that gift come down, and so, but anyway, that gift, and I see. Just imagine clearing your son off with those gifts. And so I see those anger boxes go away and turn into white boxes instead of black boxes. And so, but he had a lot of crazy anger that came from him, also came from his father.
Yes, it's his father. Yes.
Makes sense, right?
Yes, it makes sense.
But now I just see all that dissipating. I think he's going to be nicer. He's going to feel good. You guys are going to feel good, and you're going to quit having night terrors. I got rid of that. That was red-eyed demons. And so that's what that was. And I took those off. But so join us at a virtual retreat if you can, or the live one, either one. Thank you. And so here we go. You guys call it. Thank you. And so you guys, 702-822-0548. Call Michelle. Call her now, 702-822-0548. Or sign up for the virtual retreat as well. We have so many spots on that. And or Michelle at GarySpivey.com, 800-827-GARY, or just support at GarySpivey.com. And so come and join us right here. And you guys can hang some more Christmas lights with us if the electrical load will stand it. And so anyway, the house is looking good, Dean. I'm telling you.
Yeah, sorry. He went up to upstairs. You'll see him in a minute.
Oh, good. He's eating. There we are. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And so what else are we forgetting? Are we forgetting anything? I'm trying to remember if I'm forgetting
Let's see. Holiday retreat. Then we also have the master class. Oh, private readings.
Yeah, you can call me up for a private reading. If you're in Minnesota, I'm still doing a few of them up here live. I got, but also just call me for a private reading. I'm doing a lot of private readings and having fun with it, because with these new dimensions changing, it's crazy what can happen with you guys. And especially as you get in touch with your family members on the other side who seem to be closer in than ever before. I think it's really easy for you to get in touch with your angels, your family members on the other side, and getting spiritual gifts. But check me out for a private reading and call now, 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com, or you can always call Michelle as well, and she'll hook you up. And so thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I'm still in Minnesota for a few more days. And then we'll be back to check you guys out at the holiday retreat. I look super forward to that. That's December 1st through the 4th. I'll see you there. Thank you. Love you guys.